Hello everyone and welcome back to the final installment of this Timurid Mughals campaign. In the last episode we were able to conquer China, start upgrading our monuments to really start the snowball into all these bonus modifiers, as well as release the Viceroyalty of Deccan for the 10% admin efficiency. So, in this part of the run, we're going to be conquering a lot more and moving towards the Europeans.
Alright, so we're going to be building up another navy with some galleys because we need to fight in inland sea where galleys are more effective. We're going to be taking on Japan. We do have the Holy War CD on them from up here. If you didn't know, when the Mughals fully synchronize Japanese culture, you get a 10% morale of armies bonus. So that's going to help us going forward against especially the Ottomans. Alright, we're going to declare on Oirat again now that the truce is up. Then we'll go back on Sunda, and Pasai will be called in, and then Malacca once the truce is up with them very shortly. Alright, easy peace deal. We take some centers of trade, connect our lands a little bit more. Done some overextension for a few years, but we should be fine. Start upgrading some more great projects for some bonuses. Which one do I want? This one for the advisor costs. And we can go to war with Japan soon. Might as well do it now. We have our boats ready. Yeah, let's do it now. Let's start occupying everything. And we'll put these guys over here. As we capture this, we can stop them from engaging us until we have our full forces on the islands. Oh, we're winning the fight at least. Nice. We lost one heavy. Alright, we'll take this in the peace deal with Japan. We'll leave some of this stuff up here. We really don't need it yet. That's going to put us at 149 overextension. That's kind of a lot, but we can handle it. Alright, it is January 1600. We have spawned global trade in Persia. We knew that was going to happen. We get some mana points, and we can start pushing to embrace. We are still 10 years ahead of time on all of our techs and getting towards the admin and the mana cap. If we do look at the ledger and go to our trade nodes, you look at a total right now. We basically have everything except for, I mean, these three are ours, and then that, so 4. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of the top trade nodes. It's just we have a lot of money going on. It spawned in Herat, and everywhere should hopefully be spreading shortly. The monthly spread in Delhi is 9 per month, so we're going to be able to embrace this really quickly. Oh my god, Russia got beat so bad by Poland, they got cut in half. They had to release Perm. Oh my god, they can't even do frontiers anymore because it's not connected to their capital. That's crazy, dude. Perm, you want to be a vassal? I have a slot. One thing I want to do later on, see if this is possible, is I could release Egypt from province, maybe like, I don't know, over here. So when I take my war with the Ottomans, I take the stuff in the river valley here, in the Basra trade node, and some stuff in Anatolia maybe, and I can maybe release Egypt for a reconquest too. There's also some Syria as well, so maybe I release both of them, but Egypt for sure. All right, we're at war with Haishi, and we're going to be chaining these wars in with Malacca. We're going to co-belligerent Brunei, so we'll just peace out Sulu and Bone. Sulu's just up here. We'll probably take these provinces non-co-belligerent just to eliminate the tags. And then after that, we're going to declare war on Sunda, and that will give us Pasai as well. So we'll have the entire island here, and we'll have the entire island here, and we'll have pretty much the entire island here as well. We'll see how much dev is actually over here. We can take it all or not, but it's looking likely. So I might just take this. These guys are about to occupy this province. If I just leave the fort, I'll basically full annex them, except for one province. So just to speed things along, I'll take as much money as they'll let me have too, which is not going to be a lot. Alright, sweet. We can always break our truce with Oirat easily by fighting one of their tributaries. We should probably do that soon. Alright, we're going to fight down here, and we're going to invade Korea fairly shortly once our troops get organized. Yeah, that was an interesting fight. We must have got some low rolls there. Lost a lot of men. Maybe I should fix my army composition. I keep saying that, but I never do. just don't like taking attrition, you know what I mean? Like, this is what I should be running around with. Something like that. What's that, 20 wide? Not even a full row of backline. Yeah, I could go up to like a stack of 60, 30, and 30, maybe some cavalry in there, but we're not going to do that yet. We'll wait till we get some quantity ideas so we don't take attrition everywhere we go. And because we can, we'll wait till these units are in position. We're going to hold a war on Korea. Continue our conversions. We're looking extremely Sunni right now. And the centers of trade are just slowly converting all of this land, but Sunni faith is very strong right now. Let's see if these guys can hold out long enough on the forts. For the reinforcements. Please, 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 come on. A couple more days. There we go. Nice, got it. And we'll just group them up. I got strong as hell generals. These guys are just gonna walk into their death. What ideas do you got, Korea, dude? You're strong. Offensive, quality already finished. Oh, and economic. Jeez. That's scary. Wow, barely winning out on that mountain fort there. We lost so many men. We're out of time, like, buttload on this. We're gonna have to do that. Damn, they're so strong, dude. Alright, we'll piece these guys out for that. And we're so close to getting the extra 10% admin efficiency from that. And the gov cap, which we don't really need right now. We're slowly starting to get rid of our estate privileges. This one will be very helpful, actually, as well. Will let us start taking some more land from them. And maybe we can just get rid of the, let's see, Rajput stuff. We haven't really been using the Rajputs at all. We'll just get rid of that. Alright, let's upgrade this finally. Get that extra max absolutism. That's going to be helpful. And then we don't have enough money to embrace, but we can take this ahead of time. And I think we just do it. There's no other really good things to put the points into right now. Stab efficiency will be pretty clutch in getting our overextension down and help us with how much we can take in each of these wars. So, like, we're probably able to full annex all these guys right now. And as far as Korea goes, they're so developed. I should have counted how many men they had. It's ridiculous. Right, we'll just take their forts, actually. That's a fort. We'll take that. They're so strong. 18 dev, 17 dev, 23 dev, 31 dev, 40 dev, 29 dev, 17 dev. They have 107,000 troops. I wasn't prepared for it. They broke my line. I only had like 50k up here. And they're strong. They have quality economic offensive. It's just dumb. So we're going to get a few more units up here. I need my boats to arrive over in here so that I can transfer the Japanese soldiers back to the mainland. Catching out these stacks here with my death stack. Getting some stack webs on Korea. The Holy War, that's pretty helpful. Gotta get back on Japan, stop those rebels. Not gonna be an issue, I don't think, for too much longer. Brunei is almost gonna fall. Lots of wars gonna end really quickly. Okay, we'll spend the dip and we'll take Brunei separate piece. Okay, we can take this from Korea. God, that is just an insane amount of overextension, but what are we at? 4%. We'll wait until we can. Yeah, we'll wait. I don't want to get too close to 200%. That's just a lot. My manpower is kind of struggling. Actually, screw it. Just send the demands. Get out of this war. Alright. Lots of trade companies to be made. One of the only fucking areas in the world I can probably concentrate dev from. Yeah, let's get rid of that 20 dev. Ooh, feels good. Doesn't really feel that good. We have an extra merchant. We're going to go from Nippon. Alright, let's finish these guys off now too. Be a little bit more overextension, we can handle it. Or everything of these cores can be finished soon anyways. Running a little behind on admin. Should be okay. Okay, I guess we can integrate the Khan again. That'll boost us up more towards our military, governing, or land force limit, that's the word. And so they're a little disloyal, but we can spend a little bit of prestige, maybe a little bit of money, make them like us again, and we can integrate them in 8 per month? Oh yeah, in 1 day. So they are This is only possible because we, before we released them, full stated all of this stuff. So, get the mercantilism. It is now back inside my domain, and if we have the governing capacity for it, which we do, we're going to slowly start stating this stuff back up, get a little bit more manpower and stuff like that. So let's just, you know, slowly start to state this stuff back up. All right, let's attack Sunda. We're going to spend dip on this conquest. It's going to suck a little bit, but not that much. All right, now is a good time to embrace the institution. It'll put us at the monarch point cap here, but we can just dump that right into our mill tech, and we are so far ahead of time on mill right now. It's ridiculous. And once we get this, we're going to be dumping our admin into humanist, and that will help us with our conquest going forward. All right, absolutism is here, so we can get that going. Max absolutism right now is only 4. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we got to get rid of these privileges. 34, okay, that's a little better. Might not even have to do port and country. Our absolutism is going to be fairly high as it is, but we'll see. Once we revoke these privileges, we'll see what it ends up being totaled out to. But I don't think I'll need it. Let's see, 75. I could go up 75 more, and when you said at 100, you're good. So maybe we do CNC, maybe we don't. We'll see how much we get. Do we have the objectives done? Yes, we have universities. We have everything we need except for absolutism and the stuff we can't get, so sweet. Alright, we're going to take Pasai. Also take that, I suppose. That's a bit of dip, but I don't really care. Alright, piecing out for this. Oopsies. And our truces should be up again with these guys shortly. We can slowly clean them up as we build up our absolutism. So our max absolutism now is sitting at 35, and we can slowly start to take some of these away. So let's see, religious diplomats, we don't need that anymore. All right, we're gonna piece out the Oirats for a little bit of land, and then we will piece out the Korchin, once we can get everything from them, I suppose.
I'm gonna do court and country now, so okay, got the plan. All right, here goes nothing. That's fine. There's the units, caught them off guard, got them with low morale. Even use the best general. Let's see, 557 provinces. I can accept the demands, and we're gonna do that. Do that now. That's gonna go down to like nothing, but after this war is done, I can boost my boost that up to get like 98 absolutism, and then I can declare war on Japan, and then I can start courting country because my stuff will be like negative, so that will be good. Now I can take all of Korea pretty much anyways right now, so doesn't matter that I lost 10 absolutism. Oh, maybe I can't. I can always truce break them again. Okay, we'll take everything but their capital province, it seems. That's fine. First thing we're going to do is lower the autonomy everywhere we can. As you can see, too, our autonomy is gone up by like 3% in some of these provinces already. So we are just not too long. It'll get back to where it was. Take a little bit of a hit to our economy by accepting those demands, but this is just going to make it so much better. Okay, we got 85. All right, sweet. I went a little overboard there. That's going to make all this a lot cheaper to core. Pretty much 1-to-1, or even less. Now, courting country. Where are we at for courting country? We need to be at war, and we're there, so let's attack Japan, maybe? Here we go. Alright, we're getting CNC at a rate of about 4 per month, so that's pretty good. We have all the negative modifiers ready to roll, so happy with that. We'll just stay in this war until CNC pretty much is about to fire
We'll peace out, we'll be good to go. Okay, we can peace out Japan, whatever, but we do need this to go up. So we have to wait a few more months. And this is why I hate particularists. We've already cleaned up a few stacks, but they just spawn like crazy in our high dev provinces and they're large armies, so not fun to deal with. Alright, we're going to take this now ahead of time, and we might as well take this as well. I'll wait to take my actual ideas until after we spend our admin on Japan, but this first click will be pretty good with a national arrest -2, so that's pretty hype. 191 is all we need to core there, so have we got all... This is still Korean cultures too. If we get one more Korean culture province, it's just this one, we get idea cost -5%, so it could be worth it to get that before we even go into this. Alright, the conflict between court and country. There are two options here, and these just happen until the end of the event. This one gives you higher unrest and monthly autonomy change increase. This one gives you national unrest minus and autonomy change increase, and you lose 5 absolutism. So this doesn't really matter. So what we're going to do is, just before we lose absolutism, we're going to peace out Japan. Take some money, or I could just take an extra province. Doesn't really matter. Well, Kyoto, we get some points. And let's coral this up before we lose that 5 absolutism. And we'll take that. And so now pretty much all we have to do is remember March of 1627, the event will be over. And we will have our increased max absolutism, so that's going to be pretty hype. We are very close to that Korean idea group. We did get the Japanese morale of armies. That's pretty dope. Now all we have to do is just wait out the rebels and whatnot, and slowly finish picking apart this part of the world, and then there's only one direction left to go after that. We're pretty much there. So all right, so for the first one, since we're gonna be in court and country for a little while, and we're not gonna... We've already done everything this would actually give us. Sometimes I do take this first, it depends on the situation, but almost always you can take the admin efficiency first. It's just too good. But some cases it does call for this. It's just if you want to get up to your absolutism faster. But this is pretty decent as well. Alright, now we can get Tondo as a vassal. We pretty much have all of the Philippines as vassals minus these guys, but we noticed something up here. We do have a claim. So we're going to do that, and just let the vassals take care of it. I don't want to see them work. This is so cheap, I don't know why I just don't do it. I'm taking an admin idea group, but boosting this up just eliminates all of our rebel problems pretty much, so... We'll sit at +1. Yeah, I don't know, it feels bad. I'd rather be gaining some more. Is there an inflation reduction guy? Yeah, but I don't want to spend money to upgrade him. I'm kind of saving up for something. Alright, we can peace out for this province. And like 40 ducats worth of cash. And now we have control over the entire Philippines, minus the provinces that will soon be colonized by our lovely neighbors to the west. Alright, this is something the Mughals can do that not a lot of other nations can do. If you look at the check marks at the bottom of the tooltip, you see that one of the following must be true: has owner's culture or culture accepted by owner. Since we have all of the Japanese culture group under our domain, we get that as an accepted culture, which is part of the Mughal government form. And once we complete this tier 2, we get all estates equilibrium +10. If we want extra absolutism, this one will get us an extra 10 absolutism, so that's hype 2. But just getting this level 2 here gives us some extra liberty desire, which we're not going to need quite yet. But the all states loyalty is going to be really helpful, so we're going to upgrade that. Okay, we'll quick fight Janzhou just to get them off the map. After about 5 years of court and country, which we're at right now, being at 22, and country ends in 27, so we get a lot less of those negative events. So at about 5 years, I'd like to start getting my conquest back in order. So we are doing an admin idea group, so we're in a regency, and our air isn't that great. So we're going to be a little bit behind on admin, but once we finish this idea group, we should be okay, because then we're going to be going into mill idea groups, and that's going to be pretty easy to finish up. I think after this one, I might go quality to help with fighting the Ottomans. I'd rather have that than the quantity, to be honest. And now we are going to try and fight Japan. We're going to truce break them. No one's really going to be mad at us. And I believe we can take them all in one war. We can. And then we'll get a border with these guys. We'll fight them, and then we'll annex Korea as well. We're at the -3, but the Regency hurts. The 25% hurts. Damn, I didn't think about that. She's like, that would be like 16 right now otherwise. That's so much admin I just wasted. God, I wish we didn't have that Regency. It'd be so cheap. Alright, let's finish the war with Japan. Alright, we'll take this as well, just to make sure we're staying on top of our absolutism. The other ones aren't really that great compared to this. Okay, this event, always good. More absolutism, which we are already at the cap, but get the manpower bonus. Pretty helpful. This stab cost goes up 10% for this next upgrade, so that might be one of the ones we go for. Additionally, I think this one is pretty good here in Dhaka. We get a extra 10% trade steering and a free merchant. All right, our ruler is here. This thing is 10% trade efficiency down, but our heir is pretty good, 543. That's gonna be awesome to get that admin going in after he comes into the throne. We are, I mean, 4 years away. But I'm just gonna truce break. No one cares. The war exhaustion is going to go down, and the cost is only 23 to boost back up, so like 60 admin right there. Not the end of the world. We'll get that back rather shortly, and we just finish these guys off to get our culture all synchronized and whatnot. That's going to actually give us 2 bonuses. I believe it's going to give us Korean and Manchurian is not on the list. Alright, our truce with Sunda is up. They have no allies, so we're just going to take whatever province we want as the war goal. Alright, we'll take both these guys. 4 those up. Alright, we have the end of court and country. The state is triumphant. We get 20 max absolutism, so we'll be at max at 110. We're just going to peace out. We're going to gain a tributary here. I'm not, you know, it's 5 years unless we can take them out, but this should be okay. Plus we get 300 extra ducats, so that's helpful. And we call everything up for pretty cheap. And we should probably park a few men over here, but I really want to get my my men over toward the Ottomans. We're going to be fighting them because right now Spain is doing a number on them, so there's no better time really to fight the Ottomans while they're at war with Spain. So we'll take as much as we can from the Ottomans, and mostly take the Bosphor node if we can help it, and slowly start moving towards the Maghreb, because if we can take out the Ottomans, move in towards Spain, we can start getting some of the modifiers and possibly unify Islam. So what we would need for this is we would need a few provinces over here that they have. We would need Constantinople. We would need to fight Spain for northern Sicily, and we would have to take Cordoba from Spain. So that would be ideal. That's going to give us a huge amount of modifiers here. Extra missionaries, tolerance, war score cost, governing capacity, that's the big one. And we also get stab cost modifier, more missionary strength, and tolerance, which is going to be great. The stab cost is helpful as well, very helpful. We might not need it. We're going to have a huge amount of stab cost reduction. There's still 2 more monuments we can get to further reduce our stab cost by another 35%. There might be a few more that I'm not thinking of. But we're going to be able to truce break everybody for the rest of the game, which is just very helpful. And we'll take this very slowly. I don't want to get my units caught up by the Ottomans. Okay, we can take our dip tech ahead of time, but let's double check and see how much dip we're going to spend on taking our peace with the Ottomans. So I want all of the Basra node from them, if at all possible. All right, so this is what a peace deal is looking like. We'll luckily be able to take more than this as our absolutism grows during this war. It's currently only at 85, so that'll go up by another. Once we get to 15 or 100, it will go up pretty substantially. Yeah. All right, but that will take us to about, let's see the dip cost again. I wasn't paying attention. 263. Oh yeah, we take the tech right now. Trade efficiency. Keep our innovativeness growing. Spain's armies must be pretty strong. Then what do they take? Okay, offensive and quality are done. That's the big thing. Quality. That's why I'm definitely taking quality as my next idea group. I want to be able to handle myself in combat and not have to worry about double stacking my units, beating them down with numbers. I just want my units to be stronger. Bought a huge auto stack out. That's like 40k units just gone. That's good. So we need to get some of these occupations because when Spain pieces out, I don't have to scramble to get some forts. Our shitty ruler died and the region is 555. So once that regency ends, we're going to be sitting pretty. Damn, that was a good time for him to die. Alright, let's upgrade this one last time. We get the stab cost additional 10% from this to this. That's pretty good. I forgot what I was going to do with the Ottomans, but now I remembered. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this province here in the peace deal, and we're going to release Egypt as a 3-dev vassal. And then we're going to truce break the Ottomans and reconquest as much as we can from them. We're just going to basically brute force the Ottomans down. There's really nobody left in the Sunni world that's going to care to form a coalition. The Europeans aren't really going to mind. Austria is just obliterating France this game. It's insane. Jeez, like you see these blue, like little dots of blue. That's not France colonizing. That's Sweden colonizing. France has just been bodied this game. Exploration, expansion, just pointless ideas here. All right, peace out Tunis. Spain peace out of the war with them. So that is a thing. We can start. I guess our vassals are kind of carpet sieging down Anatolia, which is nice. All the Ottoman troops are down here, so the Balkans are pretty much going to get eaten up pretty quickly. And we can probably start trying to catch some of these Ottoman stacks out like we are here in the desert. We are very close to this next level of tech, which is just going to give us an advantage over the Ottomans. They are at 18. The tactics is going to be a big thing to help us with our battles. And then in the peace deal, again, I just want this province. As far as Egypt goes, maybe just do that. I can take some forts. That would be ideal because we're going to truce break them. So if I can just take the forts instead, that'd be great. So Egypt has course on. As long as I stay north of this, we should be good. All right, we'll release 2 subjects then, 1 and 2. And that will be very nice. These guys, try and integrate some of these guys. All right, we get the tactics 0.25 and supply limit, which will help us tremendously. And if we can beat these guys in the fort race, we can take those guys out. Ooh, you're all going here now. Touch them out in Alexandria. No, they're running away from me now. All right, picking these guys off here. But I did find an extra stack of Ottomans. I was not expecting. Oh, these guys ran away. Okay, nice. Sweet. To catching out a big stack of these guys. Feels good. And they will accept this peace deal. Oh, I can take another province too. Sweet. Any other forts I could take maybe? No, they will accept this. Let's double check, make sure this is what I want. Only take 100 and some admin to core that. The thing is, they're going to be recovering their manpower a lot faster than me. So we're going to want to declare war on them pretty quickly. Alright, so first things first, let's release our nations. Scroll to the bottom. We'll release Egypt. And we will release Syria. And next time we fight them, we are going to fight them for reconquest for Egypt and Syria. It's just gonna, I mean, just look at these cores. That's a lot of cores that they had from the islet that they integrated. And Syria has a few over here, so that's going to really cripple the Ottomans once we take all of that. So now that those are done, we do some coring. And these are going to finish up in about a year. Pretty much exactly a year. So that is extremely fast coring time. Alright, let's start annexing these vassals. Just so that we're not over the relations limit so much. 339 now we're getting for trade. That's crazy. That's just having the Basra node. That's what that's doing for us. Ottomans were stealing so much of our money, dude. Alright, we're going to do the truce break now. And we're going to take... We have Haleb BV war goal. No one really cares about that. We can boost this for pretty cheap. Alright, back to +1. And we're not having any rebel problems, pretty much at all. Make sure to annul the alliances with the Ottomans from this one. And I'll take as much money as they'll really give me. And I'll do the same thing with Aden when I'm done with them as well. Alright, Aden will peace out as well. We'll annul the truce of the Ottomans and take some money from them. Sweet. That is a lot of casualties. 10,000 artillery taken out. And we're doing some serious lagging over here. 10,000 artillery taken out, 19,000 other units. They have way too many cav. Nice. The Ottomans basically have no units left. 44k left. Nice, dude. Alright, they can probably peace out for everything I want, and I'm going to declare war pretty much immediately after this peace deal. The Ottomans are just... I just destroyed them. I don't know what happened to their units, but they're gone now. Reconquest. That's probably fine. And then I'm going to do one more reconquest again for the rest of everything, and then whatever else I can take from them. And then after that, we'll just take some more conquest wars and peace out that way. In about a month, we are going to do the reconquest again, and we'll make the war goal Buddhist or something. Okay, so we don't get the tax modifier. But we do get the war score versus other religions, which is going to be really helpful for invading Europe. Alright, here goes. Back to war. Reconquest for Cairo now. I mean, the war exhaustion's a little high. I can afford to lose some absolutism here. That's fine. We'll just boost that up all the way to +1. We lost a few absolutism, that's not a huge deal. And we can take this. And then the reconquest for this time is going to look something like this. I think that is everything. We'll take that. And then I want this for me. And then that hopefully allows us to conquer this direction. Because we need to get over in here to get the extra 5% admin efficiency from the Granada. Okay, we can do this from the Ottomans. That's a full reconquest of everything, and then I also get some extra provinces as well. That one gives some more merchant stuff. This one I could dump some money into to get the extra merchant. I think I'll do that. Get extra merchant and some bonus trade steering. That's exciting. And then this one I can get all advisor cost 20%. Alright, I think it's time we do a holy war against the Rus. So we'll declare for jihad. Nice. Already getting a huge fight. Not a stack wide, but it's gonna be enough to do some damage. Where's that war score? Okay, and we're going to be doing a holy war on the Oirats. We should be able to pretty much take the policy for humanist offensive very shortly, so we're not going to have any rebels up in here, and that will make my life a lot easier. Sweet, just for unrest reduction. I have quite literally no rebel problems at all. Alright, let's take these tolerance. That gives us the idea cost and loyalty, as well as the, quite frankly, amazing policy for your separatism and unrest reduction. That's going to make our conquest pretty much just so much faster. Less rebels, and we're just going to be starting taking over the world without having to deal with leaving our troops behind, so we just make sure we have our troops on the front lines for the rest of the game. Alright, we can take this from Oirat, and we do. The end of the Oirat Cognate, and that gives us some bonus points. Alright, let's take the Miltech ahead of time. Alright, we are annulling the Treaty of Sweden and Russia, so we can speak Russia. They are an Orthodox nation, so there's nobody else that they would really actually be pissed off at me. So I get some money from Sweden. They're no longer friends with Russia. Okay, we'll take that. And we more or less can just core that up. 184 admin, not bad. Alright. For all, that's ridiculously cheap. Lots of money being pushed around now. 284 per month. Starting to really scale up on my monuments as well. This one will let me get war taxes for free, so if I keep upgrading this, I'll be happy. If you look at the aggressive expansion 21, that's nothing. That's literally nothing. So we're just gonna take Russia again. We might take them out in 3 wars. Just eat all of their forts and then take them one last time. And we'll put these guys for Holy War as well. Since the truce is up with them anyways. And we have units down here. Might as well do that. Alright, we're gonna piece these guys out here for their provinces. They're at war with Britain, but now we share a border with Britain, so that's interesting. On Austria is just massive, it's not even funny. For all that, we are definitely over the governing capacity limit, so we're going to solve that problem by building some more buildings. Alright, we're going to declare war on the Ottomans. We'll set that as the war goal. Ottomans have like 37k troops, so it shouldn't prove any problem for us. Egypt alone will probably take care of these guys down here. And from them, I'll take all of these claims that I built up on them. Well, the Ottomans are falling apart. They get a power struggle event going on. They lose legitimacy, they lose prestige. They get a bunch of rebellions, so that's going to be fun for them to deal with. They're about to be completely destroyed. Spain has now attacked them as well for their holdings in Africa, I'm guessing. So, not looking good for the Auto Blob. Perfect timing for land acquisition. Give me the manpower. I was desperately struggling for it. Alright, these guys will peace out, so we'll send the demand. Alright, Talifat's occupied by Spain. They will peace out as well. Now we can just peace out the Ottomans. This is our peace deal. And it's going to cost us 159 admin, which we have, and it's going to cost us 363 dip, which we are ahead of time on, so not terribly worried about that. Be nice if we could hold the war, but it is what it is. It will let us plunder the Ottoman capital, which is nice. 25 days, we're going to attack Kharkov. I don't know how we lost that. I believe we did have Lithuania have these provinces, but they have no allies, so we're going to pick them apart. And then once we get the chance, we're going to go back in on Russia once Poland pieces out. And then we're going to go in on Poland as well. And try and use our Deus Vult as much as we can before we get the ability to... a couple more techs will be able to get the ability to This is dip tech, right? Oh, 23. Wow, we're still quite a ways from imperialism. All right, we can finally start seizing some land from our estates here. Jump on that. We'll make the Brahmins happy with me, if we can. All right, we're going to declare war on Russia for a truce break for superiority. That's fine. All right, our stab cost is super cheap, so we're just gonna go all the way to like plus. We'll just do the +1. We should be fine. These rebels aren't going to cause any issues. Maybe go to +2. Yeah, I'll go to +2. When we do peace out eventually, it's only going to cost us 197 admin, so we should be able to make that up before the war is over. All this stuff down here is already Sunni, so we should have no problem with any rebels at all. Our tolerance is really, really high. If we look over at our modifiers, where's my tolerance of the true faith? Alright, our tolerance of the true faith is over 10 right now. So that's pretty sweet. That additional to our other unrest reductions makes every time we have a Sunni province, it's basically never going to have a revolt. Plus, we have some monuments that are going to give us some additional tolerance as we start getting our economy to the unstoppable level of a snowball. So that's just it's going to be just stupid broken. Oh, sweet. We can clean up these guys for a bunch of war score too. Poland took Novgorod from, or St. Petersburg, rather, from Russia. They moved their capital back to Moscow. Good, because we were already sieging it. Love free money. That's pretty good. Alright, we're going to take this peace deal from Russia. 0 dip cost, overextension 82% only, and 222 admin to core, so we're going to do that. And that's some nasty border gore, but it's definitely worth. And we are going to reduce this by a little bit. Save on the admin. We're going to be needing to core up a lot of things very shortly. All right, here goes again, attacking Russia another time for Holy War. These truce breaks just make everything really, really, really easy. Alright, so we beat Russia again after a truce break, and we're going to take this from them. And coalition isn't really a thing because they are orthodox, so we're just going to take all of that, making Russia an island within ourselves, and we'll quick do a core on all of that for 182. Very cheap. And before I forget, I'll make sure I add a lot of these provinces to the trade companies. Alright, let's finish these cores, and then we attack Perm, and that brings Russia in, and then Russia is done, and then we go to war on Poland, I think. Be a next easy target. We're at the point right now where there's not really much to do over here. There's some colonizers and some small tribes, but I'm pretty much done on this part of the world until we start dealing with colonizers and we get some imperialism CB to pick off any nations that are over in the islands and whatnot that we've forgotten. And we're going to fill out those maps as well, too, slowly over time. Just got to slowly build up the economy, and everything else will fall into place. Right now we're looking at manufacturers. We didn't really build too many of them ourselves, so that's going to spread pretty slowly throughout our nation here. Delhi's going to get it pretty quickly, though, because it is a very high dev province. So that'll spread quickly. Then we're going to start building some more manufactories, too, just to speed things along and increase our income. But right now we're making, even with the rooting out corruption at 30, only at 36. Okay, we're making about 200 ducats a month. The forts are expensive, which we are going to probably be getting rid of some of the ones that we don't need as much. And we'll just keep rolling with what we got going on. Don't need to min-max it too much. Although if you were trying to do a perfect, speed run here, we would try, but we don't need to do that. Making a lot of money as it is already. All right, here goes this again. Get it over with. I'm going to be boosting my stab up anyways soon. I reduced that a couple times just to boost this. And we'll take all those provinces. Alright, Russia is no more. Alright, Holy War against Sweden. Here we go. These guys are guaranteed by the Ottomans. We're going to declare war on them as well. Alright, this monument's finally finished so we can get our free war taxes. 0 per month. Excellent. That's just, we're going to be constantly at war for the rest of the game, so that's just free modifiers. Oh, well, the base currency. Let us embrace the institution. 10,000, that's expensive. We'll take that ahead of time. And our next idea group is in this tech. And hopefully we can get some manpower. We're having some huge problems. I'm going to take quantity ideas. It's just a no-brainer at this point. I'm going to be fighting wars everywhere, and my manpower is, every time I fight someone, even just weak as Sweden, you know, it might have 100k troops, if that, and it's just, the sieges and everything are kind of becoming a problem, so. Also, Poland is an easy target right now. They're at war with Austria, and they're losing pretty heavily, so we're going to do a Holy War CB and just pick off this stack right here, and that'll get us started a little bit as well, so. Okay, from Sweden, we take all of this. And we can let Lubeck do with the rest of that. We need to recover our manpower quite pretty bad, yeah. Austria is just a monster, dude. They're fielding 453k troops on their own. I'm just gonna take this from Poland. I don't need everything. I'm gonna take this this land, money, and war reps. It's not the end of the world. My cores are done already, so it doesn't really matter for the overextension. We'll core all that up. And then I think we're just going to chill and wait, recover our manpower a little bit. Feels like a waste of admin, but I don't think it is. This is going to be a huge one once we get that. And Dip Tech 23 is also going to be massive, but we're going to get our next idea group. Now, I've been debating between quality and quantity. It feels like quantity is going to be the better move. These two things right off the rip are going to be busted. But I also don't like when my armies start to lose. So that's why I do want the quality ideas. Oh, this is a really tough one. I do get morale in there, a policy, because which no matter what I have to take influence next, because once I'll have the colonial nations, I'm gonna need it. So this is the real decider. You know, I think my manpower is gonna be growing pretty rapidly. I want to take the quality ideas. I think the siege ability is also really, really valuable. Yeah, we'll do that. And we'll just grab the infantry combat ability right away. And we'll grab that right away. Alright, taking a look at our game state right now. This is probably the furthest I've been along in a world conquest with the Mughals. I think definitely the monuments are speeding this up quite a bit, making it a lot easier to play than in the previous patches where I've done this. I've done this twice before. Once for a video, once just casually. This run is particularly challenging with the Austrians being as strong as they are. Also, I'm not used to being this far ahead at this point. Usually Imperialism is here and I can kind of snowball a little bit from there. And the manpower, it's the new mechanic that I'm not used to as far as the professionalism goes. So we're sitting with our idea groups almost on the cap combat ability. I can care less about. We really don't really care about the naval stuff until we get over into the artillery and the discipline. This era will be over about 1700, right? And right before that happens, I'm going to pop my golden era, and we'll finish up the run probably by like 1720, I would imagine. There's an argument for popping the golden era now. With the all-power class. I would rather stack this with a little bit more admin efficiency from ideas. So I would maybe wait until we have Imperialism and then I'll pop it. Maybe not the age of Imperialism, but definitely wait until we have Imperialism. And then right after I take this little break, we're going to be fighting Spain. It'd be nice to have these guys integrated, or start integrating these guys, but Great Britain and Austria are kind of being little cock blockers in that regards, so...
Well, everybody, that's going to do it for this campaign. It's getting a little bit long in the tooth for me, and I'm not quite feeling finishing the world conquest. So we're just going to call it right here and get on to some more achievement-related content for the final patches of EU4, and we can really start hunting those achievements. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the campaign and learned a few things along the way if you are a newer player. And if you want to consider subscribing to the channel, we will be releasing videos every single Thursday and more if possible. And we're not going to be leaving you guys in the dark for 2 years like last time. So, with that being said, guys, thank you very much for watching. And as always, I will see you next time.